Today we're going to dig into a really powerful secret to success. It's this. Winning isn't about watching what everyone else is doing. It's about focusing completely on your own lane.
Now, that sounds like a bit of a riddle, doesn't it? But trust me, the answer holds the key to a mindset that separates the people who are truly successful from, well, from everyone else. So first up, let's talk about that naive wisdom. That incredibly powerful, unfiltered focus that, believe it or not, we all had once.
Think about it. A child's world, it's pretty simple. It's all about them, their needs, and they're completely free from the weight of what other people think. But then, as we grow up and become these wise adults, something flips. We start putting others first. We get scared of what they'll say, and we end up trying to please everybody. We basically trade in that pure self-focus for a scattered external one.
And, this is how it happens. It's slow, it happens over time. The noise from the outside world just gets louder and louder until it completely drowns out our own inner voice. We start thinking what other people think is more important than what we know is true for us. And before you know it, we forget who we are and just get lost in the crowd.
And that leads us straight into what I call the trap of external focus. And listen, this shift, it isn't just some small change. It has absolutely devastating consequences for our potential.
Okay, take a second and really think about this. What do you think is the single biggest fear in the entire world? The one thing that holds more people back, that paralyzes more dreams, and just destroys more potential than anything else? Yep, 4 little words. This, right here, is the world's biggest fear. It's the fear of being judged, the fear of opinions, the fear of what they are going to think. And it's the cage we end up building for ourselves when our focus is on everyone but us.
And this distraction, it has real-world costs. I mean, while you're out partying or gossiping about other people or just worrying about their opinions, your competitor is focused. They're studying. They're working. They're improving. They are running their own race. And honestly, they're not even thinking about you.
And because of that, the outcome is, well, it's inevitable. It really is a simple equation. A divided focus leads to defeat. A singular focus leads to victory. The person who invests their energy inward is always going to outperform the one who scatters it outward.
But here's the good news. It does not have to be this way. So now let's talk about the escape route, adopting the incredibly powerful mindset of a victor.
This is the absolute foundation. True power comes from inside, from your own validation, not from everyone else clapping for you. The moment you stop needing the world to approve of you, you unlock the freedom to actually go out and build the life you want. What you think of yourself becomes your new unbreakable reality.
And get this, it's estimated that only about 5% of people truly shape their own world. And the other 95%? They're just preoccupied, worrying about the lives and opinions of other people. The only real difference between those two groups is their point of focus. So, if you want to be in that 5%, the path is pretty clear. You have to start thinking the way they do. You got to stop looking left and right to see what everyone else is doing, put your head down, and just focus on your own race.
And look, this isn't just some nice theory. Let's look at some real, actual proof of this mindset in action, with lessons from history and from the sports field.
This quote just perfectly captures the whole idea. Real, lasting change doesn't start by trying to fix the world out there. It starts by forging yourself into the kind of person who's capable of doing it.
I mean, think about the great revolutionaries from history. Before they could ever take on these massive, unjust systems or fight for independence, they first had to build an absolutely unbreakable strength inside themselves. They forged an iron will first, and that is what gave them the power to go out and challenge the world.
All right, now let's jump from history to a totally modern arena, the world of cricket. And let's talk about the legendary player Rahul Dravid, a man they called the Wall for his incredible, unbreakable concentration.
I want you to just picture it for a second. A massive stadium, it's packed with tens of thousands of screaming fans. The noise is so loud you can feel it in your chest. The pressure is just immense. It's an environment literally designed to distract you and to intimidate you.
So on the field, you've got these aggressive opponents who are trying to break your spirit, and all around you, there's just that deafening roar. In the middle of all that chaos, how could anybody possibly stay focused?
Well, when he was asked his secret, Dravid's answer was so simple but so profound. He just tuned it all out. The crowd, the noise, the opponents, none of it even existed for him. His entire world shrank down to a single point of focus, the ball coming right at him. That is the victor's mindset in action.
So, we've looked at the problem, we've seen the consequences, we've found the solution, and we've seen the proof. Now all that's left is the choice, and it's a choice that only you can make.
The choice really is this clear. You can go down the path of self-focus, build yourself up, and become an inspiration. Or you can choose the path of other focus and just become another face in the crowd, a subject living in someone else's kingdom.
And in the end, it all comes down to this one question. Your focus is what determines your future. So, where are you going to place yours? The choice is entirely up to you.